So we are here in Iquitos and we are going to buy tickets for the boat to Leticia. And we can see the building over here. That is where you can buy the tickets. We're heading in there now. So we're going to buy tickets for Santa Rosa from Iquitos. This is the trusted transport company according to our hotel. Currently waiting for it to open and then we will go and get tickets. So apparently this boat company had closed a month earlier and just reopened. So yeah, very lucky on our part, hoping that they will open their doors at 3 p.m. Just finished buying tickets at the ticket office. It was very easy. We got 2 tickets for 617 soles. Apparently foreigners need to pay 3 times the amount as domestics, and that is due to the government subsidizing the cost of the tickets. So we got our tickets for 617 and are already leaving tomorrow afternoon at 4:30. So actually boarding the boat at 3 p.m. and it leaving 5 p.m. And then it will arrive in Santa Rosa at 9 to 10ish tomorrow morning. So we'll see the sunrise. And there's also breakfast included on the boat, so but no dinner. So you need to buy dinner on the boat. So yeah, see you on the boat. Ciao. Also worth mentioning, the boats seem to be overfull already the day before, so it might be good to call ahead or plan ahead. And they only seem to leave on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. Arcade in the middle of Iquitos. Here we can see the old rubber building where Los Portales houses. This is probably the place where you will get most of the supplies for the trips upcoming. In Iquitos, you might come across, well, walking around in Iquitos, you might come across the building. This is apparently an old abandoned hospital, which didn't get finished or even used because the builders weren't following the building regulations. So the government went and closed down their funding. So there's this huge ghost building in the middle of Iquitos. Just arrived to Puerto El Napo, and the first step before getting on board is the security check of everybody's luggage. Not sure what they're checking for, but this is anyway the... Here we can see the boat arriving that will cross the Rio de Amazonas. Looks quite okay from here. Looking forward to showing you the inside once we get on board. We have just passed the check-in where we checked in our luggage, and when you check in you get one of these. It seems only us foreigners have it, so yeah. And we got the good advice to bring a jersey when you get on with you on the board, as it supposedly gets very cold. So a good tip to think about when heading to the boat, bring a jersey. Just now waiting to board. Looking forward to that. So I didn't show this before, but this is what the tickets look like. So if you buy it at the service desk here in Iquitos, you get a ticket like this. Looks like a boleta or a receipt. Here we get this check-in stamp after checking in, and we can see it's from Iquitos to Santa Rosa, and we'll see our seat number, asiento. And we also see the embark time, where the boarding starts, and the close boarding time, so 4:30. And right now it's 3:32, so we're in good time. What do we också nu då? Goodbye Iquitos. Just got on board, and apparently this is the seating. So we're on the second floor, and that's probably what all these orange bands are for, is to signify who goes on the second floor. So yeah, that's quite nice. And there are electric outlets. I don't think they are available now. There are also electric outlets here. So, and here's the strings down. We can see the preceding images here. And like that. We are on board. This is exciting. Looking forward to getting to Leticia. So for anybody worried about the quality of these boats, apparently this boat is made in Norway, at least based on the signs. See, it says more, which is Norwegian. And I'm worried about temperature on board. This is just a shell jacket, and it's maybe 20 degrees, so maybe a bit coolish, but wearing enough, so I don't worry too much about being cold. Yeah, like a jacket should be enough. So we're now sitting waiting, 4 p.m. So yeah, should be doing at 5 p.m. For why we're on board so early, but we're really early, so that's good. And we have set sail. So the ship doesn't make a lot of sound as it's proceeding along the river. Here you get an amazing view. If I understood the instructions correctly, you're only allowed to be out here until 8, possibly 9 p.m. After that, they don't want you to be out here on the starboard side. So, an amazing way to experience the Rio de Amazonas so far. So we've been stuck now for maybe 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. Apparently there are some pipes that got stuck in the engine, and the ship is now drifted quite a bit and has now done a 360 based on the drifting. So we're actually pointing in the wrong direction at this point. So we can actually see the direction which we are heading. There's the starboard side, and there's a ship that's going in the right direction. So let's see where all this ends up. That's the beautiful sound of the engine starting up again. And we're now heading again soon in the right direction. So we are turning around and again heading towards Leticia. This is Puerto Inco, and the first stop on the trip, and I guess only before Santa Rosa. It is near the city of Cabalocha. Breakfast on board, super sweet coffee, yummy sandwich, which now we can see Santa Rosa here on our right. Not much to see right now, and in the background we can see Leticia. Time is now 8:25, so almost 8:30. The trip has taken so far a bit more than 15 hours. Not too bad. Looking forward to getting out on dry land. Here is a better view. Rosa. So we are now heading to get a stamp to get on one of these boats.